All right. Well, hello. A couple days ago, I saw a video by TommyBoy301 talking about the top ranked ships as chosen by the community that came out in World of Warships Legends in 2022. And Agincourt made that list, so I wanted to post a game I played in it recently, pulled it back out, started playing it. I've been having a lot of fun with the ship ever since I got it. And we're going to be on Estuary here. Right away, I'm noticing that Cruiser is headed straight for the A-cap. He didn't waste a moment, and he's probably just going to float on in there and have a ball. Best of luck to him, you see a lot of that down at tier 3 of the just charge straight in, and you know what? I don't really blame him. He's probably going to have a fun time, and maybe if that destroyer wakes up and follows him in there, they could have a fun time, no doubt. But unfortunately, my plans are a little bit different. I don't plan to follow him in here and get killed, so I'm going to head around and try and get to the middle of the map. Hopefully unspotted, so I can surprise some enemy ships early with the number of guns that I've got, and some other ships later in the game with the secondaries that I've got. If I can just make it over there behind this island real quick without getting spotted, and immediately that's not going to happen. We get picked up from the A side, and as our cruiser spots, he's going to be facing off against I think like a Phoenix and a Farragut over there. So I see the destroyer on our side still hasn't moved yet, so it's not really going to go so well for him probably, but best of luck to him. And unfortunately, we are not going to be able to help with the island in the way, but we are going to be able to take a shot at this Congo, and he is basically broadside to me, maybe a slight bit of angle there. He's in and out of spotting range, probably our aircraft carrier seeing him, but I really would like to get the shot off since he's not going to be expecting me to be here. So I'm lining up the shot, I'm about ready to fire, and he disappears right as I'm taking the shot. So I want to take it nonetheless. Really wasn't expecting to drop out there. I know I lose a lot of dispersion from that, but looks like our shot lands with a pretty good result. Unfortunately, our cruiser has died on the A side, so maybe a little bit to be expected, but at the same time not great. Congo's able to hit us back since we're spotted, but for much less health than we got him for. So pretty good trade in my opinion, and you'll notice I've thrown it in full back because I want to see if I can get another shot on this Congo who doesn't seem to have moved. I see no smoke coming out of his smokestacks. Oh, right there. He's thrown it in reverse. So unfortunately, I'm probably not going to hit anything from the second shot, especially with the island. Sneak maybe 4 or 5 shells over, but they're going to miss. So I'm going to go back to forward and see what I can see in the A side. Maybe take some shots at the ships over there now that our destroyer is moving. Maybe help out now that we're missing a ship there. Congo's still in reverse as far as I can tell, based on the way his logo and name are moving there. So just keeping an eye on that and trying to see if that cruiser is going to get respotted on the A side. That emerald over there is should be pretty fun to shoot at if I get the opportunity, but just trying to figure out which direction I should go here this early in the match, checking out the team. Congo's still in reverse, but I'm noticing I might have a gap in the island here to take a shot in a second. Checking out where the aircraft are, where the enemy ships might be. And it looks like I'm going to have a chance here. So I'm going to start peeking over here, see what he's doing. Still very flat to me. That's a very good. Got another salvo of AP loaded, ready to go, just waiting for our opportunity to shoot through here. But I see a whole bunch of torps go by. So that tells me someone's looking at him, and they're already trying to handle him. So as I'm lining up my shot here, I'm looking to lead him, and I'm just about to take my shot, but at the last second I see all those torpedoes coming in, and I decide to hold it. And that ends up being a pretty good decision because those torpedoes are able to finish him off. And right as that happens, my secondaries open up. And I look over, and who do I see but Farragut? So secondary booster is going to be active. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really want to take that risk, so we're going to let our salvo go here. I'm going to take most of his health, and as you can see from the close quarters expert, we are going to finish him with the secondary. So a lot of damage done with those big guns, but unfortunately right after, here's Emerald popping up. And he's not even shooting at me. He doesn't even see me over here, so I'm throwing it in full back again. I'm going to try and extend the time I have to shoot at this guy. 12, 11, 10. Am I going to be able to get this shot off before we drop him? And no. It was us spotting him, so when we go past that island, we're going to drop spot. He's not going to be spotted again for a bit. And we lost another cruiser there. Things are starting to heat up a little bit, but I'm in full forward, and right here I notice, I haven't been paying very good attention. Here are 2 cruisers I'm going to have to face off. They definitely see me, and I'm going to have that battleship able to shoot at me from the right side there, potentially. So I've got to figure out how I want to play this, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of left rudder so I have a smaller chance of eating torps from both of these cruisers, as I know they probably both have it. Omaha's broadside though, and those are free citadels if I take the shot, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And while I'm waiting for those shots to come in, I'm deciding how I want to play this. I'm going to say, Königsberg, you can catch my secondaries for now because I'm going to be looking at the broadside Omaha. Got a better chance of doing damage to him while he shows me more of his ship. And you'll see I'm lining up the shot, and as soon as I take it, I've thrown in as much left rudder as I can muster because I know torpedoes are coming, and here they are. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to shoot the gap here. I'm going to take one right on the bow for a lot of damage, and I'm going to have a flood, but I'm going to hold off on the damage control. Take that shot at Omaha. He should be finished, and now I'm waiting for Königsberg's torpedoes to show up because I know they're out here. I don't know where they are, and there they are. And this is really bad because I've already started turning to engage him. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 hit me, and now I can use that damage con because I know I'm not going to be flooded again after this. So close range, those shells will go right through his armor in the bow there. And we're going to be safe, but then I see Emerald shooting at me, and right now I'm clenching because this ship can do a lot of chip damage to me. But luckily, I am right here by the island. I can kind of park up. He doesn't have HE, so I don't have to worry about a fire, which would be really bad considering I just used my damage con. So I'm in no shape right now to be poking my head out shooting at Emerald, especially since I know there's a carrier who can just come at me at any time. There's another battleship out there somewhere, and Emerald still has a lot of health. So I'm just going to park up here for a little bit, see if I can get those consumables to come back online, see if I can get one of those 2 heals to come back, and then re-engage when I have the opportunity to do so on my terms. So we're going to throw it in reverse. I've been parked up. Emerald has seen me go unspotted, and we're just going to kind of wait and see how things shake up. But as soon as I'm backed up far enough, I'll be able to re-engage. And it looks like our team is performing pretty well so far in this match. Derflinger asking for help with Orion. Emerald comes back online. That means he's shooting at somebody. Or the aircraft has spotted him. But I'm just about backed up out of this rock. I've thrown it back and forward. And it looks like playing conservatively is going to pay off because here come Emerald's torpedoes. So we're not going to have to worry about that when we poke our nose back out from behind this rock. Our heel is back on, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And we'll have a lot more health to play with in the rest of this game. Hopefully we can finish it up pretty strong. At this point, we've got everything back that we need to really go and engage some of these ships. But nonetheless, I'm still thinking about that aircraft carrier. He's still out there. And Agincourt, not known for having very good AA, so I want to be able to hit this Emerald potentially without being seen, so I'm checking on where the other ships are. Gonna try and take a shot without having much risk involved back. He's gonna go unspotted though, and that's gonna be tough. I've got a lot of angle here. I'm hoping maybe I can poke my ship out enough to spot him, but I'm starting to hear that island in front of me is pretty close. Take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to loop back around, but it's not gonna be a total loss. One of the things I do like about this ship is when you're changing the side the guns are on, there are very few guns that have to switch and 180 all the way back around. So you'll see the guns in the front of the ship, the front 3 turrets, are going to have to rotate 180, but the back 3, with the exception of that front lower turret in the rear, that's a word jumble, is going to be able to come back online on the other side of the ship early, but I'm going to go ahead and change my mind and decide to put them all back on the same side here. As I know Derflinger was asking for help with that Orion earlier, and this is going to put us in a position to be able to shoot at it. I love to see that flat broadside. I'm trying to think where I should sit on this guy. Trying to shoot for the cheek right underneath that second turret there in the front. Able to take some free shots unspotted, but they're just not performing, and right here is where I'm really wishing I had a little bit more accuracy so I can hit that, and maybe I can get my last couple guns to come around and maybe sneak over, just trying to hit something low. I'm actually aiming a little bit higher to see if I can arc it over. It's no use, they're going to hit the island, but my last heal is up, and we've got a cruiser out here spotted. Not a lot of health on him, so while our team is focusing on the battleship that's a little closer, I'm going to try and pop out Surprise Phoenix here. He doesn't know where I'm at. Our Italian cruiser is able to take out Orion. Very nice. We've got some free shots on a broadside Phoenix who wasn't expecting it. Trying to save some shells here. I don't want to fire everything I had all at once because I know there's still another cruiser out there somewhere as we lose that Italian cruiser. Citadel right at the end, typical. That's how it comes in. You get max damage only when you need 500 of it. And I look at that smoke and I know what's in there. They just killed the Italian cruiser. So I'm trying to check the front there, trying to see if he's going to pop his head out. I know he has to go somewhere. He's going to have to try and run away from the ships that are spotted on our team. So I got a pretty good look right there where the shells came out from. And I'm trying to look at the front of that island while I'm in the cap circle to apply a little bit of pressure. And then he surprises me. He's come out the back. Well, at 9 kilometers, this isn't going to be a very hard shot. And I've got all my guns loaded. A broadside Emerald isn't going to fare too well against us. So there's the Kraken and the end of the game. Like I said, this is the Brawler build. So here's some stats. There's the loadout of the ship. You can see the Brazilian flag on there because the ship was originally ordered by Brazil when it was first built before it went back to the British Royal Navy later on. 7.4 kilometer secondaries. Really a lot of fun to play with and really fun game to play and a fun ship overall. So I hope you enjoyed.